Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome back to Becoming a Better Builder, Episode 3. We have started a starter house, and I'm not 100% satisfied with it. So a lot of what we're going to be doing in this episode is fixing it up, making this place a little more beautiful, and cleaning up the area surrounding it a little bit. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, a good night's sleep. I feel refreshed and ready to face the day. Let's get some glass in these windows. We don't want a bunch of open spaces in our house. Boom. Now that I'm geared up and ready, our first project of the day requires 1 diamond, so we can make a diamond shovel. I don't want to be going through iron shovels as I dig away some of the dirt off of the mesa, as we want this to be a beautiful mesa biome, not this ugly dirt-covered thing. So let's get started. We want a nice, beautiful mountain without all this dirt on it, so we can see the stripes of the terracotta, and probably get rid of these trees too, but that's a project for another day. Time to get to work on our starter house. We want to make it nice and beautiful, so when we come home, we're not looking at this crazy, flat, cat-eared thing. Take a rest real quick. It's time to make some supplies. We're going to use all sorts of wooden things to decorate this house, make it a bit more interesting to look at, not so flat, and add some details to it. All sorts of things that are great for detailing are fences and trapdoors, things like that. So let's give it a try. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but we'll do it together. Let's see what we end up with. Nice shutters on the windows. Can we still see through it? Perfect. Well, sort of perfect. We'll open up one of those. Not both. There we go. For the other side. Oh, that's perfect. It looks cool. How can we decorate this window frame? Well, that's something. Well, there we go. That looks like an interesting window. Every good house needs some flower pots and extra colorful orange decorations around it, especially when we're in a terracotta biome. There's nothing that looks better than a bunch of orange colored things to go with it. And of course we have to add some garden out in the front. It's beautiful bright melons. I've heard that if you just want to make something more interesting, you add some buttons to it. The buttons don't do anything, but they look good. Some green grass in the front yard. And where can I put some of these things? It's not looking bad. At least the cat ears look a little better now. They don't just look like these crazy things. Some flowers. Beautiful. What about inside? Inside's looking a little boring. I bet we could fix that with some shelving. Not there, right here. Nothing like indoor potted plants. Cheer up the house. I like the way the oak saplings look because they just look like these cute little green plants. Kind of remind me like something I have in my own house. So cheerful and nice. What about some strange things? This looks like a pipe going through the wall or something. That's kind of cool. I don't mind that. I think, unfortunately, I don't love the colorful block here in the front. We're just going to make that into a big wraparound deck. It goes all around the side of the house, or at least one side of the house. So we'll just dig up some of this terracotta over here replace it with the logs. And we're going to want that wider. No, not dig with that. Let's make this a little bit wider. The logs, perfect. Gonna make it into like a full deck. I like the look of it. Oh. Good thing we're in a mesa. This thunderstorm will not even bother us. One of the many reasons I love mesas, savannas. As much as the thunder and the rain are cool, I just don't really like to experience it that much. So I like to experience it from a distance. So what we're going to do is, now that we've got the floor of our deck, we want a nice little framing area around it where we can put some fences or something that acts like a border. So clear out a little bit more of this terracotta. And there we go. That should look good. There we go. And do I have enough fences for this? I'm not sure. No, as much as no one's going to see that, I just like to have things be consistent, so let me go ahead and just change that block, or else it'll drive me crazy knowing it's there. Put the fence posts up, and the fence in between. That's nice. There we go. I think that works. Just a nice little half deck. I built it to the ground level because I would just rather have it kind of break into the dullness of the terracotta, and the house isn't very tall, so I don't want to build a huge tall deck. And now that we've got our deck, we need some windows to help us look out and see the beautiful view of the mountain. There we go. We're not going to put it on the other side because we want some extra furnaces there later on, and we don't want to block those with a window. Alright, so what else can we add to this deck? First of all, let's put a fence here so we can go through it easily. So a beautiful window like this needs an equally beautiful outdoor seating area. That's what I think, at least. Oh, wrong direction, trapdoor. I hate these things. I never know how to make them get on the correct way. How about that? Yes. I think that looks alright. I don't like it. I don't love it. I think the trapdoors are a little too big. But look at this beautiful view of our mountain. Once it's all cleaned off, it's going to look a whole lot better. Trust me. Until then, we can get to enjoy ourselves here every once in a while and make the rest of the house look a little as beautiful as this little area. This is kind of a cozy little area. I'm not done with it yet, but I like where it's going. I like where we're headed. Enough about this beautiful view. As much as I like it, we have work to do in this house, and we need to keep going. Let's give this block a new home in honor of it being our doorstep. I kind of like it up in the corner there. It's a cute little thing. It's like a little Easter egg tucked away in the corner there. You can hardly even see it. So unfortunately, I'm out of important things like iron. It's time to head back to the mines and get some. But oof, every time I walk in here, I'm distracted by this view. This place is so beautiful. When I get a elytra, I just want to fly down here and see what it looks like down from above. That would be super cool. Off we go. Get ourselves some iron. What? Axolotls. You weren't here last time I was here. What's up, guys? I don't want to disturb you. Let me just walk around this way. These caves are too dark. Too many bad guys. Gotcha. What do you call a group of glow squids? Is it a bloom, like a jellyfish? Is it a herd? What? Like I heard this zombie over here. Get out of here. Whoop. Oop. Get. Watch the beautiful axolotls as they swim underneath the glowberries. So peaceful. So serene. Now let's get some iron. Boop. Boop. Hey, oh no, 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 no. Not today, you grass-colored menace. Be gone! Thank you. I don't know why you blew up, but thank you. Your service is appreciated. Now that I've gotten enough iron, it's time to head back up and keep working on my house. House won't fix itself. Thank you very much, mine. You're lovely. Never change. Alright. I love the particle effects that these spore blossoms give off, but I don't think there's really a place that they'll make sense in the house. So why don't I just stick you right over here with my lovely azalea tree? That's a good spot for you. Now, well, at least we'll have the particles outside. One more thing to make it super fancy. Oh, you can't attach it to the leaves. Oh, that's a bummer. Where's the rest of the trunk? There it is. Is that the whole trunk? Well, okay. I guess that's the only trunk, so I'll just make that a little bit longer. Beautiful. I'll bring some bone meal at some point and make those into actual glowberries. They'll be lovely. Now, the lighting issue. So we don't want mobs around our place, so let's see what we can do. I love lanterns. I think they're very fancy. Much, much better than torches everywhere. No more torch spam around our house. Where else should I put a lantern? So I kind of have an idea to do hanging lanterns here above these furnaces and other stuff. I just want to do more than one, though. That one's a little low. Let me do a little bit higher up. Yeah, that's better. Well, my idea is to kind of have multiple lanterns hanging in like the same shape as the furnaces. It's cool. I like it. Just needs one simple thing. Besides that, we don't want that. One more thing. Better, much better. Now let's spruce up this outside a little bit more. We've done a little gardening, we've done a little bit of outside work. Let's put something else out here because it's just looking a little bit empty. And I want to change these arms. What? Well, that's not how that works. Not there, you silly game. I wanted to change the arms of this little couch because I think these signs will look a little more subtle and interesting. Maybe I'll get a different wood type at some point, but I kind of like it. Get some happy plants up here. I think the azalea bush will look beautiful here. Boom. I like those potted azaleas. They're very cute. And now my little couch area is so cozy. But we need some more plants inside. These indoor plants are absolutely a must-have. So what can I put here? How about a little flower? Now that is perfect. I don't even think I want one in the middle. It's just perfect as it is. Perfectly balanced and lovely. Now how do I attach these to the side of the house? I don't want to just throw them on there. So what can I do? Because we do want some lighting outside. I think the best way to put them is on the sides of the front and back of the house. Like this. But we want them to hang down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And in the front. Just a little one on a table there. It's perfect. We also want to light up this tree because we don't have the glowberries on there right now. Even if we did, they're not super bright, so here's a few little lanterns on the ground. Makes it feel a little more homey. And a little less zombified. So I like it. It's a good mix of practical and beautiful. And I can work with that. So that's all for today's episode. That's all I'm going to be working on the house and on the mountain. We're going to work on this mountain, clearing it off, probably a little bit off camera, so you don't have to just watch me digging a bunch of dirt. It's not very fun. But I think I'm pretty proud of what I've managed to accomplish with the house. There's still, there's more to be done, but I don't think I'll be doing much more to this little starter house. I think we'll focus our efforts next on starting our big project. Because yes, we do want to do a big project also. We're not just going to be doing a bunch of crazy little starter homes everywhere. We're going to be having some fun building on this mesa. So that'll be a nice little experiment. I'll be probably trying a bunch of different things on it until I get something that looks the way I want it to. I have some ideas in my head. It's just a matter of if I can make those into a reality. So, but I think this is a good time to go check out the rest of what I've done to the house so you can see all the details in person. I managed to put the lanterns up, and I decided to put 2 to make it a little bit of symmetrical. I don't like everything symmetrical, but I think in the back it looks really nice. And we've got the little bush there to sort of throw things off. On this side I didn't want any lanterns. I think it sort of throws off the balance of the house. Because it's built uneven, it doesn't really look good. The buttons sort of block them when they're coming down, and I think it looks good enough as it is. I focused a bit more on the other sides of the house. Here I've got just the one little lantern by the door, by the melons. I think it looks nice. I don't know if I'll leave the pillager banner up forever, but it's good for now. Got my little tree leading down to the cave, which maybe one day I'll spruce up that entrance a bit. I think that would be a fun little project. Just a short project. Here's my deck leading up to my cozy little couch, giving me a beautiful view of this dirty, dirty mountain. One day it'll be cleaned off, but it is not this day. You get a wonderful view of that beautiful peak up there with the tree, all of the colors on this very dirty mountain. Now on our couch area, we've got some beautiful landscaping done around the area. Probably going to do more of that later on. So here's the house from this side. We don't have much going on this side, just like the other one. It's just that we've got the nice deck and the windows. So it adds a little bit of dimension to it. And inside, we've still got our kind of crazy looking floor, but I've balanced it out with an equally crazy roof. I like that lightning rods. They kind of look like a pipe. And you got the plant up there. We've got some lanterns all around to make it nice and light. And I like the way these lanterns look next to the furnaces and the barrels like this. I think it's a really cool just shape, and it balances out really nicely, especially with the plant pots there to sort of break it up a bit. I think that shape looks really cool. I think it's a nice little starter house. I don't know if I'll leave the floor like this forever. I might change it. It's kind of fun. It's kind of I'm not sure. Maybe you can let me know in the comments whether I should change this floor or leave it as it is. But that'll all come in another day. That's all for now. Bye!